He's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So not much time to speak of. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one caught along the sideline, but the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
would be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Powell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill, and this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Again, Edwards-Helaire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you. And
in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. A 1st down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And down to the 7-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That's going to go.
The defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Clyde. Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for... And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 71 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now we're carrying for Edwards-Helaire, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
2nd down and 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, a run with Thompson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. But don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You got another man.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hand off to Thompson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel